So you've been feeling stuck recently. Maybe you've hit a plateau in the gym, or maybe you've hit a plateau in your life and self-improvement journey completely. Well, I know why that is. You've probably been feeling like you haven't been making any progress recently, or that it's not really the same. It's like it got boring. You're not really making any progress. You're at that point where you've been in the self-improvement for a while now, but you still have more to do, but you just can't. For some reason, you just can't do the work that you want to do. Well, there are a couple of reasons to this. I actually experienced this a couple months back, maybe around 2 months ago, before I started making these videos. I experienced that, and I hated it. It's the worst position to be in, because you feel neutral all the time. You don't feel good or bad, you just feel neutral. And you don't really want to change that, because if you felt bad, you would have wanted to change it. And if you felt good, you would have felt good. That means you're doing something right. But you felt neutral, and you didn't really feel good nor bad. I hated being in that position, and I didn't really want to change, but I knew I had to. And I'll explain the reasons to why this is happening to you. So the first reason to why you've been feeling stuck or you haven't been making any progress recently is because you just have been doing the same stuff. Let me take the gym as an example. Let me explain this. So basically, when you started going to the gym, right, it was really hard to push these small weights. It was really hard, and you got really sore after like your first few workouts. It was really hard, and you used tiny weights, and it was still really hard. But as you progress, you have to add and add more weight to actually build more muscle, or else if you just use the same weight over and over again, you're just gonna get stuck in a plateau. Same thing in life. You're at a plateau right now because you've been using the same weight. You haven't been adding more weight to your life. You haven't been adding more challenge to your little tasks that you've been doing, to your good activities. You haven't been adding more weight, more challenge. Let me take diet for an example. If you've been working on your diet for a while now and it's really good now, a brownie or a cookie won't be your cheat meal. A fatty salad will be your cheat meal. That's gonna be your cheat meal. Your cheat meal will be like a fatty salad. Fast food won't be your cheat meal. Fast food will be absolutely terrible. A cheat meal for you will be like, I don't know, a little bit of bread. That will be a cheat meal for you, not fast food. You have to upgrade your standards, because if you just keep doing the same thing at the same standard and level, you're not going to progress anywhere. Like, you have to add challenge to actually progress somewhere. Like, when you meditate, you probably want to add like 3 minutes every like 2-3 weeks. That's like the best thing to do, because you want to like progressive overload every single thing in life, and you've been feeling stuck because you haven't been doing that. You've been doing the same thing since the start, and you haven't been adding more challenge or more weight to it. You feel stuck because you are stuck. The thing you want to do right now is add more challenge to each one of your little tasks. For example, if you want to record videos, you want to put a challenge to record like a couple minutes longer, or talk a bit louder, or maybe like, I don't know, edit it more, make a better thumbnail. You want to add these challenges to yourself. If you run, you want to run for longer. You don't want to just run the same amount every single time. Or maybe you want to cut down your time of running. In the gym, you want to go for a better PR. You want to do more reps. That's progressive overload. You want to progressive overload every single thing in life. That's how you progress, and that's how you don't get stuck. Now, that's the first reason. The second reason to why you've been feeling stuck and you're probably the plateau recently is because you've been doing the wrong things, and you haven't been able to get into a flow state. So you probably heard the thing about flow state recently, and how athletes get into a flow state and they feel great and they feel present. They don't have any thoughts when they do it. Well, that's how you want to go with your work. Your work, each time you work or do some good activity, you want to get into a flow state. And you can only get into a flow state if your soul finds that activity purposeful. If that activity doesn't have anything to do with your purpose, you won't get into a flow state. Because if I want to go to the gym, and I like going to the gym, I like doing bodybuilding type of workouts, I probably won't like doing CrossFit. Well, maybe I will, but that was a bad example. Like, if I like to do art, for example, I probably won't really like doing programming. I probably won't like it that much, because it's completely opposite spheres of the work realm. And art would be my purpose. and do art, but if I tried programming, I probably wouldn't get into a good flow state. You've been feeling stuck because you haven't been doing the right things. You've been doing the things that aren't actually purposeful to you. They aren't your purpose because they don't have a deep meaning in your soul. Your soul doesn't find them meaningful. You have to try different activities and find your purpose, and then focus on that purpose for however long you have to. 3 years, 2 years, 5 years. And when that purpose layer is over, you have to find a new purpose until you reach that final purpose layer. You have to find your purpose right now. Find your purpose. No one knows their deep purpose, but everyone should know their purpose layer, which one they're at. And everyone should find their little purpose layer and work towards breaking it. That's how you progress in life. Because if you don't do something that's has to do with your purpose, you're not gonna make any progress in life. The main thing to do in life is to find your main purpose. And how you find your actual little purpose, like your purpose layer, is just to journal at your wall. I've said this multiple times. To journal at your wall for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 3 hours, every single day. You journal, write about your purpose. And without any influence from others. Remove all thoughts and influences and only think about yourself and what you actually want to do. That's the main thing to do. Think. You have to self-inquire. You have to question yourself and like your beliefs. Question it. Question yourself. Find your internal meaning. Journal and write. That's how you find your purpose, and that's how you don't get stuck in life. Find that activity that actually adds purpose to your life and align your entire life to it until you break through that layer and don't get stuck. That's how you don't get stuck in life. Now, the last reason why I've been feeling a plateau is because you just haven't been able to do the work. You probably want to do the work, like you want to read, you want to work, but you just haven't been able to do that for some reason. It's because you've been procrastinating. You have all these distractions around you. There are distractions in front of you every single day. You come home from school or work and you want to work on your business a little bit, but you can't because you get distracted by YouTube. Well, you think, why am I getting distracted? Oh, I'm getting distracted by YouTube. That means YouTube is my problem. So you just put a tab on your computer that reminds you to go work immediately right after you come home. So you just put like a note page, full screen it, that says go work. And your brain gets reminded, and then you go like, oh yes, I have to work. And you go work. That's why you don't get distracted by YouTube. I have like a YouTube blocker, even, because that removes the homepage. That really helped me. You're procrastinating because you haven't been present. You haven't been working on your mindset. You haven't been working on your mental health at all. You get distracted because your prefrontal cortex isn't working. You have to meditate and write and journal and do all these good activities like gratitude journaling, meditation. You have to do all these activities to improve your mental health and not procrastinate. You don't procrastinate by being present. If you're present, you know what you have to do all the time, and you don't get distracted by things. You don't have that monkey brain telling you to go watch YouTube or to go eat that junk food. It's not there because you're present in the moment. That's why journaling is good. Journaling is good because you actually question your beliefs in yourself. You question it. You question why you're here, why you think like this. And you just put your thoughts on paper, which makes it really easy to understand what's your problem. So I would recommend journaling. You can actually watch my video on procrastination because I explain this way more. But you just procrastinate, and that's the reason to why I haven't been able to do the work. So meditate, be present, because presence and mindfulness is the most important thing. If you have a strong outside body but a weak brain and weak mental health, you're not going to get anywhere. There can't be one without the other. There has to be both. A strong brain, strong mind, and a strong body. Build those two things in life, because you've probably been neglecting your mental health for a while. That's why you've been feeling stuck. Apply all of the advice from the video, because it's really important. And I hope this video helps you, bro. Subscribe if you want, and go get off YouTube.